Hey, it's me. I just got done doing this look and I thought that you all might be interested in seeing how I created it. I'm using a ton of new things, like a ton of new things. New Urban Decay Backtalk palette. This has been sitting on my desk for a couple of weeks now and I haven't touched it. I don't know why, but I just now became in the mood to try this, so that's what I'm using on my eyes and face. The new Urban Decay Ultra Cushion lip glosses. L'Oreal sent a bunch of new stuff over, so we've just got a ton of things to try out. This is the look I created. It's kind of like an imperfect smoky look. I only used a few shades from the Backtalk palette, so it's very easy to recreate. And I think that's all I have to say. If you aren't following me on Instagram and Twitter, the handle will be right here, and I'm sure you guys know how to subscribe if you aren't subscribed already. And if you're digging the look, let's go ahead and start. All right, I know my hair looks totes rad right now, but I just didn't feel like leaving it down for this video. So let's go ahead and get into it. L'Oreal sent over quite a few new things the other day, and two of those products were the Infallible Glow Lock Illuminating Primer. This is what it looks like. And then also, I was really curious by these little guys because they remind me a lot of the L'Oreal Glotions that I've been using. You guys know that I have been loving these. Well, they sent over this product called Visible Lift Luminous Serum Tint. And I'm really anxious to see how this is any different from the Glotion. It just says to apply alone or under your makeup. I think I'm actually going to mix it with this primer because I feel like they will probably have a similar consistency. So let's go ahead and apply some of the primer. Ooh, interesting color. Do you see that color? It's kind of like it's like a salmony baby pink. So let's do a dot of that. And then these serum tints came in 5 different colors. I gave one to my mom. I think that one was called Pearl. Then we have Rose, Honey, Gold, and then Amber, which is the darkest one. I think I'm gonna go for the honey color. Let's just slap it on and see what it looks like. So, oh, interesting. So these are actually quite a bit thicker than the Glotion formula. It came out pretty thick, and I don't know. I'm just going to mix these together, and we'll see what we come up with. So from what I can tell, it's very similar to the Glotion, just a little bit thicker. I'm not really, The texture is quite a bit thicker, and I feel like it's a little bit more tacky on my skin, and that's probably coming from where I applied that primer. But in comparison to the Glotion, I would say that I like the feel of the Glotion better. It's not as thick, and it seemed to apply on the skin a little bit smoother, but who knows, maybe this glow might last on the skin a little bit better since it seems to be a bit more tacky. Okay, so just right off the bat, I like the texture of the Glotion a lot better from these serum tints. I'm still going to test them out, but overall, they just really seem like a luminous base. So let's move into foundation. I'm going to use my Charlotte Tilbury Light Wonder today. And I was actually, you know what a good dupe is for this? You know what a good dupe is? The Maybelline Dream Cushion that I have been so obsessed with. And I was going to use this today, but I thought I really need to use something different. But honestly, these two are like fire. They're almost identical. I would say that the Charlotte Tilbury may give a little bit more coverage, but not by much. So I've just got a little bit of my Charlotte Tilbury Light Wonder on the back of my hand, and I'm going to stipple that in with the Smashbox Cosmetics Blurring Foundation Brush. I love this brush. It's like the perfect size for your face. And the shade I am currently in Light Wonder is number 4. It's pretty much the color that I use year round. In the dead of winter, it is a little dark on me, but pretty much I can get away with it in the summertime. It's kind of like my perfect color right now, like my in-between color. Love this foundation though. Out of Charlotte Tilbury's foundations that I've tried, I think she only has 2, doesn't she? The Light Wonder and the Magic Foundation. If we remember my run-in with the Magic Foundation, you will know that I was not a fan of that. And I want to try, it looks so amazing on a lot of people, but on me, it looked like absolute garbage. And I tried it every single way possible. it also felt really thick on me. But I have been interested in trying it out possibly one more time in a different color. A lot of people told me I just had the wrong color. So are you a fan of Magic Foundation? What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts, my Charlotte Tilbury lovers out there? Let's move into a touch of concealer. I'm taking the Bare Skin by bareMinerals in the shade Light. I don't want my face or my under eyes to be, you know, overtaken by a lot of makeup. I kind of want a fresh face makeup look. So I'm just going to put it in the areas that I want to brighten, and also on a couple of bumps that I have left on my forehead. Now, in my last tutorial, I talked about using Head & Shoulders shampoo on my breakouts. A subscriber recommended that to me. I tried it and it worked. I got so many questions about that in that video on why I didn't elaborate and all of that. Honestly, I just thought it was something that you could probably look up, which it is. But yeah, I just took Head & Shoulders. I bought a little travel size container of Head & Shoulders shampoo. And every night before I went to bed, I just put a small dot all over my forehead, rubbed it in, and I kind of left it on overnight, washed it off in the morning. And within like 3 days, mostly all of the bumps were gone. Like I said, right now I've got like 3 right here. And I was shooketh, but it worked. Now I will say it's going to dry your skin out so much. Like my forehead was flaking on like the 3rd day of using it, but it gets rid of the bumps. So, you know, you win some and you lose some. I would rather have a little bit of flakiness than all of those bumps all over my forehead. That's like the worst feeling in the freaking world. I'm going to do myself a solid here and warm my skin up because I feel like I'm looking a little pale and a little yellow right now. So I'm taking my beloved Hourglass Illume Sheer Trio. I use this specifically for the cream bronzer. You guys know this is like, I mean, honestly, this is my jam. I absolutely love this product. A lot of people have asked me if I've tried the Chanel, what is it called? Chanel Tan de Soleil Chanel Soleil de Tan. Chanel Tan de Soleil Chanel. It's basically Chanel's cream bronzer. It's pretty expensive and I have not tried it. I have always wanted to, but I don't have an area near me that sells Chanel, and anytime I go to a mall, I just don't casually stroll by the Chanel counter. And I you know what? I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it by the end of the year because so many people have recommended it. So many people like it. And really, there's no point in me spending. I mean, this palette right here, I think was over $50. And I only use the bronzer in it. I hardly ever use the highlighter and the blush. So, you know what? Might splurge a little bit by the end of the year. We'll see. To set my face a bit, I'm going to take the NARS Translucent Crystal Light Reflecting Powder. I have fallen back in love with this. I used this for a very long time, and then I just kind of got away from it. I think I stopped using it because a lot of people told me if I use this on my wedding day, my makeup would look bad in pictures. I don't know, I got so many comments about that, but I just love the way it looks on the skin. It's like a very lightweight setting powder. It doesn't take away from your makeup, and I like the overall look of it. So I'm bringing it back. Mama is bringing it back. This is the Laura Geller Baked Body Frosting that I have been using a lot lately and really enjoying. A lot of people have asked me about this because I, again, didn't really elaborate on it in my last video, but it's just called the Baked Body Frosting in Hawaiian Glow. Now, I don't know if Ulta still has this color. This was sent to me by Laura Geller several years ago. I'm talking like probably 3 years ago, and I'm just now opening. Actually, you know what? I take this back. I went to New York City back in last February. I went to New York City and I went to a PR company that I work with. They invited me to their office, and they have this really cool closet with all of their beauty products from all of their beauty clients, and they basically let you rate it. And I think this is where that came from. But I didn't see this color on the Ulta website. Again, it's called Hawaiian Glow, but they did have a couple of other color options, I'm sure, that were similar. I've been dying to use this palette. It is the new Urban Decay Backtalk palette. I've had it for over a week now, and I'm finally going to use it. I have not touched it. Everything in it is brand new. So in this palette, you have one side being blushes and highlighters, and then in the other side, you have a full-on eyeshadow palette. So we're going to use both of these today, and I'm going to start out with the with the highlighter. Maybe the highlighter looks pretty intense, so I'm going to take my little highlighting brush from Sigma here, and the highlighting color is called Party Foul. Wowzers, that is, well, I would say that is that's pretty intense. We got a nice intense glow. That's really nice because a lot of the times I find when Urban Decay does face palettes, I always feel like their highlighters fall short a little bit. They always seem to do weird colors or colors that just don't really give off enough essence for me. But this is giving me some essence. I like it. So I'm just applying a little bit of this blush called Double Take, and it seems to be the most neutral. I'm just applying it really lightly. You know how I am about blush. I don't like to, the older I'm getting, the more I am despising blush, and I don't know why. I don't know where this came from, but you know what? Most days when I wear makeup, I don't even put blush on, so that's, I don't know. I feel like I need something underneath my eyes, something with a bit more coverage to it. So I'm going to take a little bit of my Lorac Perfection powder, and I'm just going to sweep a little bit of this underneath my eyes. Don't you feel like, yeah, I feel like my under eyes look a little bare. Like too much skin is coming through up there. Okay, cute. You know what I'm thinking for the eyes? I really want to do a messy, kind of bronzy smoke look, but not, you know, not like the perfected smoky look. So I'm going to start out with an Urban Decay eye pencil. This one is in the color Roach. It's kind of like a metallic brown, and I'm going to use this all over my lid just as kind of like a nice base for these eyeshadows. I don't want to do anything too dark, but I just want to, I love that disheveled kind of messy smoky eye look. So I feel like by using a pencil like this underneath, it's really going to just kind of give that imperfect look. Alright, so now I'm going to go in with the shade called 180, and it's on the end of the Backtalk palette. It's a nice metallic deep bronze color. It looks like it's got a little bit of a like a reddish flex to it, and on a Zoeva Luxe Soft Definer brush, I'm just going to pick up a little bit of that, and I'm just going to start rubbing it into my eyes. I mean, nothing crazy. Ooh, that is a pretty color. Okay, I think I'm going to take a little bit more of that same color, that 180 color, and instead I'm going to use this Luxe Petite Crease brush, and it's going to distribute a little bit more product onto the lower lash line. For the inner corner, I'm going to take just this matte color in the palette. It's called 3 Sheets, and I'm just going to pop that into my inner corner. For liner, I'm just going to pop a little bit of that same color. This is, actually, no, this isn't the same color. This is Bourbon by Urban Decay, and I'm just going to pop that in my waterline and also tightline just slightly with it. do a coat of mascara, or maybe 2 coats, and decide if I want to do lashes, because I can't really decide at this point. A part of me is like, nah, just kind of leave it how it is. And then a part of me is like, some lashes might bump it up a bit. So, yeah, I'm just going to do that. I'm using It Cosmetics Superhero. No clue why I am fumbling with this right now. I just feel like I need to blend a little bit more. I'm going to use this Flower Beauty lip liner. It is just in the shade Nude, and I'm going to give my lips a little bit more definition before we go in with those 2 lip products. And again, this color that I'm using from the L'Oreal collection is called Shining Peach. This is a little interesting. It says it's peach, but it's really coming off as more of a pale pink on me. So, not as much color as what I thought. Maybe let's try a different one. You know what? I think I'm just gonna go in with a darker gloss. I'm gonna go with the Fuel color from Urban Decay, and hopefully that, I mean, I like it. I guess I was just expecting a little bit of a different undertone. That looked very pink on me, and I was expecting it to be a little bit warmer, a little bit more peachy, like the name said. But I think this will do the trick. Alright, so this is the finished look. I like how it turned out. The lips weren't exactly what I was envisioning, but I really wanted to try those lip products. So whatevs, it's not a big deal. Really love the way the eyes came out. This is how I like to do Smokey now. I like to do Smokey not so perfect, not so carved. I just really love the, you know, imperfect look. So I hope you guys enjoyed this look. I hope you enjoyed seeing some of these products in action. If you have any questions for me, feel free to leave them down below. And I guess I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.